Hello everyone, welcome back. Let's talk about the newest release of Fedora. As we know, Fedora 39 was released in November 2023. Fedora always brings the newest technology to their new release. So if you want to know what's new in the Linux world, better you follow Fedora release. Just like we already know, Fedora has many versions. In this video, I will talk about Fedora 39 workstation only. I will try Fedora 39 in virtualization by using GNOME boxes. So maybe some of the features will not work like when we use real hardware. Actually, I'm using Fedora 38 workstation as my host operating system. Just like I said before, I like Fedora release with even numbers. Let's open the GNOME boxes. Then create a new VM from the top left corner. Click install from file and then I will go to my Fedora ISO image, Fedora 39. This is my ISO image and then click open. For the memory I will use 4 GB and the storage I will use 30 GB and then click create and the VM will be started automatically, and then choose the option number 1, start Fedora Workstation Live 39. We are now on the desktop screen and there's a pop-up that asks either install it now or install it later. Wait, I will make this VM in full screen mode. Okay. Actually, there's been gossip since Fedora 37 was released that Fedora will bring a new user interface for the installation process. I will click install Fedora. We can see here that Fedora 39 is still using the old installation interface. I will fast forward this installation process. Installation process is done. I will reboot the VM. After restarting, we will see a pop-up window. It's like a welcome window. We need to set up the first username and password if necessary. So I will click the Start Setup button and the privacy part. I will leave it like this with allocation service on and automatic problem reporting on. Click next, and in this part, the third-party repositories, I will click enable third-party repositories. Now Fedora is bundled with some other repositories including FlatHub repo for Flatpak. In the previous version, we needed to add and enable FlatHub manually. Now we can just click this button, or we can enable it later in the software management. And then click next, connect your online accounts. I will click skip. Then we need to fill in the full name and username. For example, and then click next, and then fill the password for the username. Click next, and finally all done. We can start using Fedora 39. There will be another pop-up window. You can click the Tech Tour button to know the highlighted features, but I will click No Thanks button. First of all, I will go to Settings from the top right of the screen. To access the quick setting menu, we can click this button, or we can open and close the quick setting menu with Super S. Super means the touch with Windows logo on your keyboard. On your bottom left of your keyboard, you can see beside the control button. In the previous Fedora version, we cannot do the Super S to open and close the quick settings menu. After we open the quick settings menu, click the gear button. So we will go to the general settings window. I will repeat it one more time. Super S and then gear. I will click the gear button. Scroll down and click the about. Usually there's system info including what version of GNOME installed in Fedora. I think it's new user interface. It's different with the Fedora 38. Maybe I need to click this menu. Okay, and then in this pop-up, we can see Fedora 39 is using GNOME 45. And then I will close this. Let's see what's new in Fedora 39. In the GNOME 45 release notes, there's a camera usage indicator, and this shows when a camera is in use. You can see in these release notes, in this part, you can browse yourself. I will not try this because I already tried to share my webcam to this VM, but it's failed. So maybe you can try on your own Fedora 39. I will skip this part. According to the GNOME release note, the camera usage indicator is only shown for apps using the latest camera technologies, named Pipewire. You can read this part. And then go to another update for GNOME 45. Now there's a new image viewer app. It's called Loupe or Loupe. I don't know how to mention it. Loupe. Wait, I will open this new image viewer. I will go to the about. You can read this, the Loupe theme. For example, I will take some screenshots. Wait, I will open a file manager and then I will take some screenshot here. And then again the last one. Okay, let's go to the pictures, screenshots, and then I will open this with Loupe, double click it. So as you can see here, the user interface is different with the Fedora 38 workstation. In Loupe, we can load the image fast and clean, making it a great way to quickly view images. And it's also easy to see one image and continue to another image by pressing the arrow button on the bottom left corner like this. On the bottom right corner we can see 3 buttons. It makes it easier to zoom in and zoom out, and also makes it full screen. We can also rotate the image. On the top right corner, click the 3 lines. We can see the rotate button. If you want to know more about Loupe, you can click the About Image Viewer. In my Fedora 38 workstation, the image viewer is using the GNOME Image Viewer. Wait, I will show you my image viewer in GNOME in Fedora 38. This is my image viewer in GNOME in Fedora 38 workstation. I will click the About Image Viewer. So in Fedora 38 workstation, the image viewer is using the GNOME Image Viewer. The big difference between them, I think, is just the rotate button. I don't have it here in Fedora 38. I will close this image viewer and we go to the another update. I think many apps in GNOME 45 now have a beautiful two-tone design with sidebars extending to the full height of the window. Not only does it look great, it also adaptability when used with smaller window size. This is the example. I'm opening Nautilus, the file manager in GNOME. This is the Nautilus in GNOME 45. And I will show you. This is the Nautilus in the GNOME 44 in Fedora 38 workstation. As we can see here, in Fedora 38, the sidebar looks like this. And in Fedora 39, with GNOME 45, the sidebar has full height like this. I will open calendar. It has the same interface as Nautilus. And if you realize, when I open the general settings, the interface just like the Nautilus. This one, and I will show you the general settings with Fedora 38 workstation. The difference, I think, just the header in about column here, and then in here I just see the GNOME version without clicking the system details like this. So I think GNOME categorize the menu, so maybe it will help us to find the settings that we want to edit. According to the GNOME 45 release note, the new sidebars can be seen in calendar, characters, clocks, contacts, and also files and settings. GNOME's core apps contain many new features and improvements in version 45. For example, in Fedora 38, which is using GNOME 44, if we do scrolling, we will move from one month to another month. But in Fedora 39, that is using GNOME 45, we can scroll one line at a time, like this. The other enhancement is in software management. Now when removing a Flatpak, an option is shown to allow deleting the app's data. I will not give you an example about that because I didn't install any Flatpak apps. Okay, and then let's go to the terminal. As we can see, now Fedora 39 has a colored base brown by default. This is my Fedora 39 terminal, and this is my Fedora 38 terminal. I will install htop sudo then finstall htop. The installation is complete. Let's run the htop. As we can see here, the memory that is used by the system is 2 GB, and I only run the terminal. I think it's too big to run only the terminal. And then let's check the repository. As we can see here, the modular repository is no longer available in Fedora 39. According to Fedora Magazine, the modular repository is no longer available in Fedora 39 due to low usage and lack of active maintenance. We are at the end of this video. Here are some points that might be important for you to know. In my point of view, Fedora 39 uses GNOME 45, which has some changes on the look and feel, and also the newest image viewer called Loupe. And then the second, Fedora 39 is still using the previous installer, which is named Anaconda installer. And then the third is modular repo is no longer available in Fedora 39. Okay everyone, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to support this channel, and see you in the next video.